Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
Good on the second free throw. Golden State's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. That's it. And he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Ellis on top. Westbrook with a wide open look. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Here's lights out, and the three ball is good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Screened by Valanciunas. For 3, Durant. No luck. The Warriors go in. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of beat is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Screened by Valanciunas. Westbrook passes to Valanciunas. Can they get it? And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Doris?
As they sit on the brink of elimination, I asked him if he sensed any nerves in the locker room. He assured me that no matter what the situation, he's got a group of guys that are up for any challenge. And with a win here, that challenge will become a whole lot easier, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Over in the corner, Ellis. Clock at 6. Tries it from 9. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Here's lights out. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder trailing by 8. Valanciunas with the ball. Picked up by Nene. Ellis against Iguodala. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Nene.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. 2 free throw good. Westbrook. Some changes for Golden State. Mike Scott's checked in for Nene. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's KJ McDaniels in for Steph Curry. Then for the Thunder, Adams, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ken Bazemore comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Payne in for Ellis.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
They get it back. Here's Durant. Nice D from Scott.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The shot's good from lights out.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now here's Durant. Puts one up from 19. Can't get it to go. And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy. Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
And we welcome you back to the Western Conference Finals as we get going again. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green is out there with Mike Scott. And it's lights out in at the point guard position. And Green gets it to go.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And the Warriors with some changes. Nene comes in for Green. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Michael Beasley. Ellis, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time. Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
It's Ellis on the wing. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
You know, they did a good job in the first quarter getting themselves to the line, but here in the second, they've gone away from it.
Yeah, everything's been perimeter-oriented, and you have to be hitting shots to play that way.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The pass to lights out. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They get the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
It's tipped. It's rush outside. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down. It's a good job from the foul line here. They'll need to continue to convert their chances in order to get back in it.
Here's lights out. Fires from deep. No good on that last second attempt there. And so we wrap up.
Thank you, Kevin.
And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our program. So the Warriors with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Nene. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And lights out subbed in for Thompson. And then for Oklahoma City, Adams, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Payne in for Monte Ellis. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant is out there with Beasley. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Payne in at the 2.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that.
Thunder trailing by 15. Lights out, passes to Curry. Finish off the break. Curry's got 7.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Durant, that's good.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. Beasley the screen. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. They set the pick. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. And there's the 3-second violation. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. 5th is Steph Curry.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
The shot's good from lights out.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Beasley the screen. Outside Westbrook. Beasley with the screen on Curry. Fades back. Westbrook, no good.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And the shot goes in from lights out.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
And a lot of teams shy away from that mid-range, but if you can get them off of rhythm, then you can have success.
No one covering.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
And the Warriors making a change here. Nick Daniels checked in. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Michael Beasley. Lights out. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
This is a nice third-quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Westbrook drives in. Another miss by Westbrook.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Over in the corner, Barnes. And another basket for Golden State.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Westbrook drives in. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Pass to Barnes. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
In the corner, it's Westbrook. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
From beyond the arc, another 3 for Golden State.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Payne kicks to Durant.
That's the wall.
No good. Nice D from Scott. Here's lights out. No luck.
And after defending on the shot.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. Ryan Hollins, who's checked in for the Warriors. Lights out comes in for Curry, and a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Kersey. Durant comes in for Kent Bazemore. Payne, he's checked in for Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Ford. Lights out, he's in at point guard. Scott is out there with Rush. Then there's Ryan Hollins. And it's McDaniels in at the 2 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Outside, Scott shoots the 3, and that one's good.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Westbrook kicks to Valanciunas. Dishes it to Adams. Back to Valanciunas. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Durant attacking, and that one's good. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half.
And just not much more you can say, guys. It's the end of the line for one team and a hard-fought, well-deserved trip to the NBA Finals for the Warriors.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3. It paid off for him in the end.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for lights out. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Gerald Green.
5 seconds left in the fourth. Pulls up on the wing. And that's going to do it for this series. They'll move on.
You know,